I love Brené Brown's work. Are you familiar with it at all?
Yes, yes,
So she says, and I try to believe this, I really do, that everyone's doing quote unquote their best. So when it
yes,
comes to someone needing to have that evil intent element,
yes, yes.
is that kind of coming from like even them having evil intent? Is that still, do we want to choose to believe that that's still their best because they're so limited from whatever it was that traumatized them that made it that way?
You said, is everybody just doing their best? Everybody's doing their best. Do you like believing that?
I feel that it helps me be more compassionate and that's how I want to be, but the people's best when they do have evil intent, obviously it's very very limited. So it's more of a lens for me to try to find compassion when someone is being an asshole, that I'm like maybe unfortunately that's their limit. Cuz I don't know if people go into the world assuming they have evil intent and being like, oh, I'm choosing to be evil rather than justifying their quote unquote evil behaviors. Because, to them, they're not choosing to be evil. That's just their best.
I am sexist to the extent that I believe that men and women are different, intrinsically, biologically. There are some women also who are very manly, and some men who are very female. And I think it's a good thing. Men tend on the spectrum in their yang to be more cynical, and women are more utopian. And together we have a good balance of cynicism versus utopianism. You know, this is true because you've seen how men will live. Men will live in a conditions that is basically like a prison. As long as it's essentially clean and
Hmm.
functional, it's fine. And they just don't care. They're all like just grey, black, white. As long as it's sort of clean, they'll just live with it. And women won't, because there is a vision for a better future. There is a vision for a better standard of life that women have that we as men don't have. And I think that's a good thing. I think that biological difference is good. Brene Brown said there's a very, very viral talk that she did in 2017, and it was about the power of vulnerability. Do you remember it?
Yes.
What a wonderful talk. And God bless her for saying it. And I'm really glad that that conversation was had. However, she was wrong. She was wrong. The best thing a person can be is not vulnerable. That's not true. The world is a dark and dangerous place full of evil people, and vulnerability won't save you. A Glock will. A
Yeah.
Glock is the phallic, hard, mechanistic expression of the engineering mind of the masculine. A woman can hold a Glock and point it and fire it and save her own life. What I'm saying is, like, what Brene said is good, and I'm glad she's there saying it. It's utopian, and I like that, and I need that because if all I'm getting is men, if all I'm having is martial artists and soldiers giving me their cynicism, I already have that, and it makes me too much of it will make me sick. Because I can't just live in a cynical, functional world. I'll get depressed. I'll go like well, you've seen men who go like this. They just don't believe in anything. They lose their vision. So when she said vulnerability is the most powerful thing, all I would say is allow me to put that back, allow me to be a man and put that back in its boundaries. In therapy, with your therapist, in a relationship with your partner, when all things are safe and sorted out, then vulnerability is an incredibly powerful thing. And what she was speaking to is what she'd seen, I presume, in therapeutic conditions where people had opened up in their vulnerability. I did therapy today with my therapist. He's a Cockney geezer. He's from London. He's from the central London, and he's very very straight talking. But at points he is mothering towards me. He's mothering me and he's nurturing me. And we joke about the need for me to go into my vulnerability for the therapeutic process to work. It's essential. It's magical. So where she's right, it's literally a magical alchemical element in the therapeutic process. Inside of a relationship, if you can be vulnerable with your partner, in my opinion, it's the only thing that keeps the relationship alive is truth telling, openness, and vulnerability, or the relationship freezes over and dies. And a lot of them do because vulnerability is fucking hard. It takes a lot of courage. So she was right in what she said, but within boundaries. I would then put the boundaries in and go, you you can't be vulnerable in this context. And psychotherapy and psychotherapeutic coordinates and loving coordinates don't belong in a hospital. They don't belong in the military. They don't belong in banking or in government. They belong in certain key contexts. And I think that's why we have such polarization on the left right thing, which America's going through. The most hellish, torturous vision of this at the moment is because it's applying good principles in the wrong context. So no, everybody's not doing the best they can. Some people out there are fucking evil shits and they should be put to death. That's the masculine speaking. Now I need to be restrained by the feminine because I would just that's what I would do if this was ancient times. I'd just be like, take the evil people and bad them. I need a woman to come along and go, maybe some of them have something to offer, and you could just, I don't know, whip them a bit or, imprison them a bit, not kill them. It's the restraint. It works when it's healthily aspected and it's combined.